Hey everyone, it's James from FunFoods, and today I'm going to show you how to make these Mountain Dew pancakes topped with a homemade Mountain Dew syrup. You're going to absolutely love these. This was a suggested video, so thank you so much for that suggestion. For right now, keep watching and I'll show you step by step how to make these. Now the first thing we want to do is start off with a large bowl, and to that I want to add 1.5 cups of flour. Next I want to add 2 tablespoons of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 cup of Mountain Dew soda, 1 large egg, 2 tablespoons of melted butter, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Next, you can mix this up by hand, or you can cheat and use an electric mixer like I'm going to do. Now what I'm going to do after this has been mixed pretty good, I am going to add some food coloring. Now this step is optional, you don't have to do it, it won't affect the flavor at all, but it just looks cool. So I have some green food coloring, I'm just going to do a couple little squirts. So now what we're going to do is let this sit while we let our griddle heat up, or your stove, whichever you're using, and we'll come right back to it. And when your griddle is hot enough, what we want to do is either butter it, or you can grease it with some cooking spray, and that's what I'm going to do. Now I put my batter into this pourable container just to make it easy for me to make these pancakes. So I'm going to pour out some right about here. Now it is a very thick batter, so we just want to leave it there, let it sit until it starts to bubble up, and then we'll flip them. And after a few minutes, you should notice that the tops start to bubble and the sides tend to cook a little bit more. So now we're ready to flip these over, and hopefully I can do it without making a mess. I usually have a bad go at flipping pancakes, so wish me luck. Not bad. This side is cooked a little bit too much, I think. So be careful how long you keep them on there for, or maybe a lower temperature. The flip side doesn't require it to cook as long. So once you flip them, only about a minute or so, we can take it off the heat. And you can see that's what I'm really going for. This type of brownness, I should say, even though it is a green pancake. So after your pancakes are all cooked and ready to eat, we just put a dab of butter on there if you like. I'm also going to put on some syrup, but not just any syrup. This is Mountain Dew syrup, and if you want to see how I made this Mountain Dew syrup, I did it in my Mountain Dew popcorn video, so I'll put a little iCard up above, and you can see exactly how to make this Mountain Dew syrup. I'll also put a link in the description below as well. So I'm going to pour this on there. Here we go. It's a nice thick syrup, just like any other syrup, but it's sweeter. Much, much sweeter. There we go. I can't wait to take a bite out of this. Well, now it's time for the taste test. I'm gonna give this a go and see how it tastes. My Mountain Dew pancakes. Very sweet. So if you don't like sweet pancakes, you probably won't like these, but they are a lot of fun to make, and they're not as savory as a typical pancake. Very sweet, keep that in mind, but it's a fun thing to make, especially for someone who is a Mountain Dew lover. Well, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me make these Mountain Dew pancakes. It was a lot of fun making these, and they tasted great. And if you want to check out to see how to make that homemade Mountain Dew syrup, be sure to click one of the little cards above and take you right to the Mountain Dew popcorn recipe, which shows you how to make that homemade Mountain Dew syrup. I'll also put a link in the description below, just so you'll get it and you'll be able to make it yourself. As for right now, check out the videos I have off to the side, as well as a Mountain Dew playlist. I'm sure you'll love that as well. And until then, I'll see you next week.